Top of morning, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the drawing, redraw fans. So, I decided to make this thing because I was watching the YouTubers, how they, or some people have different things going on. Well, like some monsters from Power Rangers. If you guys want me to do the certain Power Ranger monsters that I can turn more cartoony, I will do that. So, let me do my little magic. Ba 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 ba. Ba boom! That's how we do things. So, and there is no morbid stuff. It's that is you've seen those people with without blades things. It's basically it's what you do with a raft thing. Like you try to push the other out. I don't know what it's called, but it kind of looks like a magnet thing. Like, oh, let me pick up some metal objects on the floor for you. Or maybe a toilet plunger. He's carrying a toilet plunger for Skibidi toilets. And I was like, this is supposed to be his cartoon version, not his actual version. See, I did 2 of these monsters. I turned them into more human-like appearance. And here. Because yeah. So then this is supposed to be this monster's insert went from this. Got my treatment of this. Yes. Because he looks more calm. Here. Just to be safe, I'll add a little bit more details because some of you guys, because in this one that I'm making is that he spends more time as a human. Like he's a plumber. Kind. And of course, Repulsa Elsa turns him into, or forces him to become back to his old self, his monstrous self, to get rid of the Power Rangers. And yeah, so here, let me demonstrate. Be right back. For this girl, she got the same treatment. But her, powers things got a little bit changed to be more flammable. Yeah, she can shoot out flames. And her hairstyle, I changed it to look more like Momo's hair color or hairstyle because I chose it. And I turned her arms, like her fingers or her body, to represent more human. So there is some pieces of her that's left that was transferred from her like original cutaway to being that. Is that instead of having a one giant monocle, the one that's over here, she now has like what Maya has, MEI. And Lady Nagan has. But instead of shooting like actual bullets and like really intense flames, she shoots out the bottles of water. Or water out of her. So basically, a little bit more like kid-friendly squirt bottles, basically. Or water guns that shoot water. But this kind of water is like, if it lands on a person or anything, it grants them internal youth. Basically, being immortal. They can never age or can never die. So, yeah. And, yeah, one dose of it can put a person into, like, this. They stay the same, but they can never grow older or younger. Depends on, like... Yeah. It's like Bond's is... Like, how Bond from Seven Deadly Sins can never die. So, yeah. But she can take away that power and the youth from others, like by just jamming her fingernails into the person's body. Not like the pierce their heart kind. It's more of the... I took some inspiration from there's One Piece character that that person ate like a fruit, like a devil fruit, and he ended up turning a person into a girl. That was a pretty funny moment. Like that guy right there. That one it's implemented into her power. But instead of making people go, like, turn from boy to girl or girl to boy, it makes them younger or older. Like, yeah. With so many power sets that I picked from other anime characters to be implemented into her, I had a lot of thought of it. So I was like, you know what? I just need to make my own segment, my new one, called Power Rangers gets better. And plus, this is I used 2 of these. This one turned into this. This one turns into not that one, but into the plumber. And that girl, when in my fan made story that I will personally make, is that she used to be a scientist, but her body she was a monster before, but then the Repulsa told her to keep her identity a secret. So she ends up being a human through most of the Hess storyline. And yeah, she healed most of because she's a scientist, so she creates these weird experiments. And but then she met the Red Ranger, actually she met a kid, so she met him. And at this point, she was the same age as him. So, yeah. So he hangs around with him a lot. Getting known her, or getting to know him real well. And it was finally time for her to date him. But her queen told her, or commanded her to go do her bidding now, and she became the monster. They had to fight each other's. But in this alternate story, she never died because she made a clone of herself. So the clone does the do the monster because none of the know that, or the Power Rangers did not know that the Red Ranger was actually dating a monster. As he hangs out with her, and he did not know that she was a monster the entire time. Until the Power Rangers, Rest, tells him that she's a monster. The one that was defeated we defeated her clone. She's still out there. Okay? As Red Ranger says to them that you guys are crazy. She never become a monster. Sure. So then the day came, him and the rest of the Power Rangers, it finally was the day that she will go down. We know who you are. Sniper. You try to hide your human-like appearance, or your monstrous appearance, from the rest of us. But we know that your tricks, as she transforms into into the monster. Ed Red Ranger says, "Is it true? No, that you're a monster?" Yes. But the Queen he demanded me to kill your Power Rangers, but I did not want to cause any super suspicions, so I created a clone of myself to spend more time with you, Red Ranger. And plus, at this point, he as he walks, or as she walks up, instead of ripping his head off, she kissed him right through the mask. As she couldn't, or he could not believe it. He should have known that she was a monster, but something was different about her than the normally. So the day came for so he wanted to just finish her off, but he had such a good heart to the monster. The monster loved him. As she walks up to him, instead of the typical punch right through, she puts her hand on the Megazord's arm, her shoulder, and told the Red Ranger that was inside that if I was, or I still love you, and after this, how about me and you should date or get married thing. So Red Ranger says, as everybody's go ahead. So he agrees. And yeah. So sorry, my dogs are, or my, so basically, yeah, you did not hear it, but did the air smack. Okay, so yeah, then she basically, so the Red Ranger says, be prepared, as he sliced or as the mech sliced her and she died. But she came back to life. As a human, like herself, as he basically, as she basically kept her promise to him. And yeah, it was kind of weird, but of course they were dating and then they got married, and they had a kid or a child that has a similar to one of the Sentai people. I forget their names. The one that looked like, hold on, let me look at the because it was the one that looked like a samurai, or the Jedi guys. Hold on. The kind of like that, but or actually, let's say she had two twins. Both of them were had the powers of Red Rangers and Herds. Or the sniper girl. So So both children's were half human, half monster kind. And yeah, the human part of the monster, like a human, like the girl, that girl, she wasn't made from the, I forget her name, no, all the monsters call her Queen. I got at your service, my queen. That one. They weren't under any effects of it, but Red Ranger and her had a child or two kids. One was that one. The other one was when I say looks more human, I don't take that as a bad thing. Sorry. And her brother, of those two kids that gave birth to by her and the Red Ranger, both of them here. So both kids, like her and her, in this alternate timeline, where, because it was the alternate universe where Red Ranger got married to Snipe, him, and it gave birth to her. So her, in this alternate timeline, was mostly like human, And after she like was defeated and came back to life because of her power, Homer, and she chose Red Ranger to be her boyfriend and future husband. And she gave birth to 2 kids that are her. They inherit their mother's monster form, like her powers, and the Red Ranger's is powers and like. So yeah, so the son of it, of them, that son of them, he looks just like this guy. Him has more human, and his name is Kaido, but yeah, and then her name would have to be similar to both of their combined names. So both of them whom got was he always like, huh. And the Red Ranger and the monster, her wife of his, trained him not to fall for the dark side of the, yeah. And plus the Red Ranger trained Kaido, or his son, to have more defense against most people's attacks. Like if bullying was a thing in this alternate, yes. So, yeah. Then other Power Rangers were like, they kept a close eye on her and the kids because who knows, they would probably be like, or those people who will probably try to be, betray them or like kill Red Ranger. But the wife says, no way. I love him with all of my heart and all the stuff. Then Repulsa does something and mind controls Red Ranger to go try to kill his team. It's like a similar situation where it was Green Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers things. The Repulsa used her like dark magic to control, like, instead of Green Ranger, it was Red Ranger. And yeah. Then I have it all set up. It's where she becomes this, or she evolved home into a Power Ranger herself, and to defeat or breaks the curse on her boyfriend or her husband, because, yeah. So, if you guys want me to do a full segment of custom stories of Power Rangers, let me know down in the comments below. And when you're done there, this is a question for you all. Will or should I do the like a custom server for Power Rangers? Should I do one that all of you would like create your own custom Power Rangers monsters? There would be only 2 categories. Power Rangers monsters, that you can create your own monsters. Monsters, like draw them out and submit them to it. And the first one would be Power Rangers, the All About Rangers. Like, I have rules in it, but I really don't know how to set it up, though. That's a problem. So, ready? Set? You bet. So, and I will draw out this guy and this one, because there's actually a custom archetype that for Yu-Gi-Oh! That I will make called Nightmare Monsters. The archetype will be using the monsters from the Power Rangers series to be implemented into Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. Like, turn them into Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff. Like, for me, I would turn her into this one into the doctor, or no, Mrs. Snipe. Or the Snipe Ranger, or something like that. So, please leave a like, share, subscribe. Peace.